This is Shaliek, and you know I got soul.
Alright, Shaliek, so I want to start talking about your new single out right now, Ain't Supposed to Cry.
Yes, sir.
Very personal record. What made this one the next thing you wanted to go with?
Actually, it was a combination of things. With Ruben Rodriguez, CEO of Pendelum Records, he presented me with the record. The album was done actually, and he's like, I got one more record I want you to listen to. I said, Ruben, we're done. Come on, let's just put, let's just wrap it up. Let's get it mastered. I was kind of like, running out of my patience. And he said, you need to hear this. I heard it, and it was just one of those records, man. You can't deny it. It has that soul, that grit. It fit perfectly with the rest of the album, and I was like, we ain't done yet. You're right. We gotta go back in. So, we recorded it, and as I was recording the record, I knew that it was the next. I wasn't sure that he was gonna make it the next single, but in my heart, in my mind, I was like, you know what? I think he got a plan for this record. And it just when it was all said and done, he was like, this is it. We got our next single.
And this is following up the very successful single, The Past,
Yes.
which came before this. Now, both of these records show so much vulnerability with you.
Yeah.
What do you want people to see about you as an artist when they hear these records?
I think, soul music and soul singers in general, I think it's you have to be vulnerable, in the genre. You have to, people have to feel you, and they have to feel your soul and see your soul and hear your soul, so the album, Blood, Sweat, Tears, it coming from a male artist, you don't really get to hear a lot of how we feel, just us being honest and pouring out our heart, you know what I'm saying? So that's what we wanted to do with this album. Is we wanted to get a look into the male mind, in the male heart, how we feel in certain situations. You hear a lot of female artists talk about how they feel, and you have a lot of female artists that can relate. But I felt like that's what was missing in music. Now, like on the radio, it's just that a lot of females or a lot of the fans don't get to hear how we really feel, in situations. And going into the project, Ruben and I sat down and we said we're going to be honest. We're going to create an album that's honest, that's soulful, and that's vulnerable, and that really cuts to the soul of the situation. So I think at the end of the day, we got it.
This new album, Blood, Sweat, Tears, it's been a long time coming for you. How did you end up with that title?
Exactly what it is, I put my blood, sweat, and tears into this journey. It's been a minute.
Right.
It's been a while, and I feel like I'm finally here. With the help of a lot of people. I didn't get here on my own, but I feel like it took a lot of work. It took a lot of work. And there's been times where I wanted to just throw the towel in and be like, maybe this is not for me. Maybe I'm supposed to be doing something else. Maybe I just need to be a songwriter, And I got comfortable as a songwriter, actually. I just wasn't happy. I was like, something's missing. I need to do this artist thing. I'm born to be an artist.
Right.
I'm born to sing. I'm born to tour. I'm born to write music, and I'm born to deliver. I'm not built to fail and build to just give up. My mother, she instilled that in us from an early age, to just keep going, and fight against adversity. So that's what I did.
We've been following you for years now on this journey you've been on. The previous label situation didn't quite work out, but you've still been grinding. Yeah. What's that feeling going to be like for you once this album releases?
It's just exactly what I did just now.
Right.
Deep breath.
Right.
Deep breath. Just, it's finally here. This has been many, many years in the making.
Right.
And I'm extremely happy with the music, extremely happy with the project. Blood, Sweat, Tears is the truth.
Right.
And I'm not just saying it because it's me. If it weren't me, if I was listening to this album from another artist, I would give that artist his props. Like, he really did it. And I hate to in my own horn. And it's not only me that put this together. Like I always like to for people to remember and for so to keep in mind, it's a team that goes into making a project work. You have your songwriters, you have your producers, you have the label, you have marketing, you have promotion. So I think we all came together and really put just great energy into this project, and that's what I thank God. I thank God for that because although it took a year to record the album, everything just fell into perfect place. The pieces just fell into place. When I reached out to everyone, I reached out to be a part of the album. They were excited to be a part of it. It was a love there, and they wanted to give me their best work. And so for that I'm grateful. The dog likes the album too.
Now, you're releasing this album through Pendelum Records, a name many aren't familiar with, but they've had an impact over the years. Tell us about how you knew this was the right home for you.
How I knew it was the right home for me was when we sat down and we spoke, and it just came together so organically. Ruben had a vision, I had a vision, the visions matched, and it just felt good. I felt the energy. An energy that I've never really felt before in a situation. You always have. I was signed to a major label, Universal Records, with a huge budget. Fly everywhere, do this, do that, and the third. And nothing, no disrespect against Universal Records, but Pendelum Records is a smaller label, but they're giving me so much attention and so much love. And Ruben, his work ethic is just unmatched. I work with a lot of people in the business, and we share that. We go hard, and we put our best foot forward, and we're really big perfectionists, and we really want the best music. And each time the bar is set higher. Everything we sat down and talked about was what I always wanted in a situation. And with being signed to a label and management, I just always wanted for the next song to be better than the previous, and for us to keep moving up. And he's a firm believer in that. That bar just has to keep being set. And that's what we sat down and discussed before going into create an album. It was just like we're gonna put our best foot forward and create the very best soul music out there.
Right. Always like to hear the history, and you mentioned being signed to Universal back in the day. How did you originally get discovered and signed to the label?
To Universal, wow. I did Showtime at the Apollo. I won. I did a lot of interviews around the city of New York, and I was just everywhere, from Soul Cafe to Wilson's to Sylvia's to just everywhere. And I was, I really knew that I was going to get a record deal. Like in my mind, I was like, I'm about to get signed, but I just knew that I had to stay in the streets. I knew that I had to, to be out there performing in different showcases. And I caught the attention of Maria Davis, who still to this day, she does showcases. And she kind of took me under her wing. She was like, I see something special in you, and I want to introduce you to as many people as I can, and I want to kind of guide you into this business, guide you in this business and make sure that you're protected, And so I call her like my industry mother. Like she's my guardian angel, because she really, she was the first one to really open up that big door into the music industry. So yeah.
Cool. And when it didn't work out there, was it discouraging for you? How were you able to carry on?
It was very discouraging.
Yeah.
Because we had so much going on. I had just did the single with Juvenile, Get to Know You. It was the first single. And everything was great. I was in Miami with Scott Storch. And I was like, yo, my single's about to drop. And they got a lot of money behind me.
Yeah.
And so I was excited, I was just really, really excited about the whole situation. And out of nowhere, it's just like from Miami to New York, in the span of a week, it was all gone.
Wow.
I winded up reaching out to someone I knew, and I was like, I'm out here in Miami, and I don't know what's going on, you know what I'm saying? Without getting too deep into the situation, it was just a lot of, the pieces weren't in place, in the right place. And as an artist, I just felt like I'm not. It's something ain't right.
Right.
And so, you know, one thing led to the next. And before I knew, you're done, kid. You're done. It's a wrap for you. And so I had to accept it, you know.
Right.
But it was a hard hit. It was a hard hit. And at one point, I didn't think I would ever recover. I just thought it was a wrap, you know, for me, because I was there. I was so close, and then to have everything taken away, it was just like, I'm never going to be able to get back to that point. Like,
right.
It's going to take a miracle. And so I psyched myself into believing that I was just put here to be a songwriter.
Right.
And I got comfortable. And I was like, this is my thing. And then one day I woke up like, I'm fooling myself. I told myself like, this is not where I want to be. And from that day to now, I never look back. It's just like I gotta get back up, and I gotta do this.
That's awesome, and here you are, succeeding again.
Yeah,
That's a great thing.
yeah.
That's all we had for you. Anything you'd like to add?
Yeah. Definitely, you know, follow me on Twitter. It's official Shaliek. Facebook. It's facebook.com/official Shaliek. Like that page. And I just want to thank everybody for their support so far. It's been amazing. The album's dropping May 27th. It's called Blood, Sweat, Tears. And I think you're in for a treat, you know? You're in for a treat. I'm really excited about the project, and I think it's gonna be good. It's gonna be a good thing. So look out for it, May 27th, Blood, Sweat, Tears.